passage in the same book today on a similar theme. And it's one of those things that got me, since I've moved into my new house, I had the problem with the dandelions in the garden. Another thing I noticed outside, around my windows, is spiders. I'm not absolutely terrified of spiders, but by the same token I don't particularly like seeing too many of them about. But there's a little story here that I want to share with you. And also got me thinking about 1 Thessalonians, which says, "Rejoice always, pray constantly, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." So the story that I'm going to share is King David and the Spider. It's from the Jewish tradition, and I hope you enjoy it. David was a shepherd boy, and so he was always out in the fields, and on the hillsides looking after his father's sheep. He knew the names of all the plants and the animals, and he loved all living things, all except spiders, that is. He admired their beautiful webs, but he couldn't understand why they were needed. "What's the point of spiders?" he asked his wise old father one evening. His father told him that even though David couldn't see why spiders were necessary, they certainly were. To begin with, he said, they catch flies, and if we didn't have spiders, the world would be overrun by flies. And who knows, one day we might be very glad there are spiders in the world. David grew up to be a very brave soldier. He defeated the giant Goliath in battle, and he became so famous that he eventually married King Saul's daughter. But King Saul was jealous of his son-in-law because the people loved him more than they loved the king. And so the bad-tempered Saul sent his soldiers to kill David. David was hiding in the mountains, but the soldiers were scouring the whole country, and it was only a matter of time before they found David. One day, David looked out from his cave and saw the soldiers just a few hundred yards away. "I'm done for now," thought David. "There's no way that I can escape. They are looking in all the caves, and they are sure to find me." He sat down on a stone in his cave and was trembling because he knew that King Saul could be very cruel and would torture him or even kill him. When David saw a big spider weaving its web at the mouth of the cave, Then David saw a very big spider weaving its web at the mouth of the cave. It was working very quickly, and he saw that the web was covering the whole mouth of the cave. As the soldiers approached the cave, one of them ran into the spider's web. There's no use looking in there," he said. "This web is intact. If David had come here, he would have broken the web. We'd better look somewhere else." So the soldiers moved on, and David was able to escape. When Saul died, David became king of Israel and was greatly loved by the people. He was very wise and powerful, and a great king and musician. But he never forgot the spider, and he would often give thanks to God for all creatures, including spiders. Thank you.